Good evening, guys. Welcome to part 8 of the build of the Lesu 374 excavator. Made a video earlier. I was still in the mood, so I'm out here over here getting going again. So I thought I'd do another video before I go to bed. It's 11, I think, and it's kind of nice in here, nice and cool for a change. Okay, so we were gonna start on where was it we were gonna be here? Right here, 49 is where we were left off on the last video. So got the pump out right here, got the hard line ready, and the hard line goes in here just under the pressure gauge, which is on the other side of the pump here. And you can see I've already got it in here, and I didn't tighten this all the way. I just got it to where I could just move it so that I could dry fit it in here like I'm doing and get it lined up with the block while the pump is flush. And I got it to where it just goes right in there perfect. So then I tightened up that line without trying to make it move, you know. I held on to it real good, and I cranked it down, crushed that washer, and then also, it doesn't say to in the instructions, but I went ahead and put this line on because it's real close to the side of the right here. Real hard for me to get my fingers in there and such. So I went ahead and just attached that line on there while it was out. It was easy to get to. So now we're going to install this pump in here. And get on with it. So I got to get that line. It goes right in there. There you go. Get that going. I'm going to leave it a little bit loose for the moment until we get these two mounting screws started. We're going to put some blue glue on here. A little dab will do ya. And get it over here. Get that line out of the way. There it goes. Oh, I thought it did. Looks like I'm missing it. Am I missing it? Right there. There it goes. I heard it click in there. Then we'll get the other one started. Give that a good tighten. That one. And then before we forget, let's tighten up the hard line there. Give that a good tighten. There we go. Okay, now back to the instruction manual. So we're done here on 49. Don't see anything else there to do. We're coming over to the big 50. They're asking us to prepare 2 lines, the 6mm line with a 90 and one that's straight. So that's a 6/4. They're both called 6/4 M5 6/4s. Just one is straight and one is a 90. And there's your hose, your hydraulic line, hose, line. So I got those fittings right here. Let's see, that's the 6mm. That is not. That is the smaller 4mm. M5 6/4. And this is the M5 6/4. So that's the. They're both numbered the same. This one's a 90 and one's straight. Kind of strange. I'd think they'd have a different number for one of them. So we need one straight one and one 90. I don't think I got a loose 90 out there. Because they had one of these down here below this. All I did was take it out so I could put the hard line in, but that's a smaller. That's the 4mm. And I just tossed it over there on top of the rest of them. But this is the 6mm here, I believe. Right there. Yeah, I believe so. So now we're asking ourselves, how much line do we need here? And we're going to look at this other little schematic here. And right in front here where the gauge is laying is going to be where the hydraulic tank is. And that particular line goes to the side where the ladder is. So that particular line goes, that one is going to be on the outside of the machine. So we don't need a whole lot of line right there. I think we can just whack it off and attach it. This is going to be kind of a, that's a stiff little dude right there. So let's see. That tank bolts right there. And this hose is kind of, it's got some flex to it. That one there is a little stiff. In fact, I wouldn't mind, just because it's bugging me, I'm going to take a zip tie and zip that out of the way for a minute. Until I can get this done over here. That'll keep that up out of the way for a moment. And then, so I can kind of eyeballing down through here to where these mounting legs are. And it's going to the outside one here So we're looking at because it doesn't give you any lengths to cut. So we're kind of guessing here, just roughly. Right. I'm trying to see in there. Right about in there. Set that down. And see if we can find some cutters here. Right there. Right there. You know what? I'm just gonna cut straight down on that dude. Right on that T. The letter T was right there. And then well, I'm not going to hook that up yet because we're not to that stage, but yeah, that's more than enough. That's more than enough. I might even have to cut that again a little bit. Okay, so we got that kind of close. Now, we were producing a couple lines. However, we don't know how long to make them. So we're just going to go ahead and get them started anyway. I guess we'll get to it. So we'll get that booger on there, push it, give it a twist. Make sure it's flush. There we go. There we go. I'm just going to start it on the straight one on this end. First I'm going to cut that square. That thing was at a pretty good angle. And then wherever we need to cut it, we'll cut it and we'll have the two lines. There we go. And screw that one on. Give it a little snug with the, there we go. Okay. So we got those two lines prepped. Next we are mounting the oil cooler. Okay. And what do we need for that? We need 4 M25s, and we did not have any of those M25s, did we? I think we were using the 6s. I'll look just in case. M212, 210, 28, 22, 22, 26, 26, 23, 26, 23, 24s, M25. Yeah, we got 2 5s. Okay. What was that other screw we couldn't find? M5, I think, or something. These are a little bit smaller. So how many of those? 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 5, 4. Okay, there we go. And we need an oil cooler, and I think there's one right here. And the outlets go towards the pump. We can look at the pictures. And it's going towards the pump. Yeah, towards the pump. Okay. And that little gooby guy sits right here. Like so. Probably ought to use where's my wrench? Right here. Some thread locker on that also. Right. Let's get it started here. Right there. What goes into that thing? What kind of fitting goes into that? Is it easier to put them in before I... It's a 6/4 straight. Looks like 2 of them. It might be easier to put them in while it's out, like we did the pump. So an M5 6/4, M5 6/4, M5 6/4. That's the 90. M5. Where? That's the 90s. What did I do with the straight ones? Oh, right there. You know, I've only got one left. There's only one left. Unless that's the 2 that go in there. Maybe that's the 2 that we just prepped go in there. Could be. I say. Well, we'll just deal with it. We'll do it however we got to do it. We'll go ahead and mount that in there. I can get to it reasonably easy with that door open like that. And with the help of needle nose and that kind of fun stuff. Okay, I got that one going. left. Here we go. Right there. Yeah, now that it's setting nice and flush in there, a little bit even easier to get to where those fittings are going. There we go. Okay, so oil cooler is in. So one of those oil cooler lines goes to the other side of the hydraulic tank, right there, or right here. This one. This is the return from the pump, or this sucks. This is the pump suction, and then it pushes into the block, and then that top one is a return. And then it goes right back into the tank. Okay. Okay, gotcha. So that one line will need to be... What did I do with that stuff? Here it is. Shows those both as being straight, doesn't it? On there. Kind of like on here, same thing. So this is a straight one. Oh, that would have been so much easier to put on outside the... Because I don't want to get this cross-threaded. Yeah. I'm going to take it back off. I'm not even going to screw around with it. It's not that big a deal. It's only 4 screws. Live and learn, you know. There we go. Okay. That's got a crush washer on it, so I'm not going to put any thread locker on there. Give that a good tighten. Okay. And the other one, I'm at least going to install the nipple in there. And it's showing as a straight one. So we'll put a straight one in. Okay. Now, that bottom one's going straight over to the block, so that one's not very long. So let's just figure out what we need here, and we'll cut it off and stick it on her while this thing is still out, just for the ease of getting to everything easily. Goes just like that. I guess that just warps around that post. So it's going to come out about the same as that one. But do I want to route it any different way? And that's about the straightest logical way to route it. And the only place to route it is straight over. However, it is going to go drop down here and go into the tank on this side. So we might need it a little longer. Like right in here. Should be plenty. Right there. If not, I got a whole bunch more 6mm in stock. From previous projects. So now that we got that cut off, let's go ahead and put it on here. Then we'll install that cooler. Got that going the right way. That's that. Whip that on there. Give that a one little crank with the plier. Maybe two. Like that. Now, we can go in here. This is going to get cut off right here somewhere to go into the block. It's going to be kind of a short hose. So, meanwhile, we can get this back in here. Kind of cut down on the wiggling a little bit. All these stiff hoses. Right there. This thing's really starting to look like a digger now, guys. I sure enjoy building these things. I mean, it's not like I built a lot of these kinds of machines, but I've done a lot of building in my life. I used to race warbirds. I've raced warbirds for 10 years. Radio control warbirds. I did lots of building race planes. My fastest race plane was clocked at 155 miles an hour. That was a prop. It was actually a model of the Rare Bear, if you're familiar with the Reno Air Races. It was a Bearcat. Yeah. And let me tell you, when you're doing 700-foot pylons at 155 miles an hour, you gotta be paying attention. It goes by real quick. Okay, so now we can take the lower one and go over to the block. I should have winged that off of there. No, it's stuck. It's tight. Oh, no, it ain't. It's just traction. Boy, you can't get your big old hands in here. Okay. So we need just enough to go to there. And I'm going to call it right there. I'm going to have to use the clippers on that one. Right there. There we go. And then we stick that. Well, that's a 4mm. What the heck? That ain't going on there. Do they have the wrong line on here? Or the wrong... No, that's not a 6. Stand by. Let's look at... These straights are M54 2.5s. But it didn't say that in this. It's an M564. M564. Oh, that's the, no, that's not the nut. There's the nuts. M25s. M564. Okay. So what do we do? Something's not right. Something we're doing is wrong. And this is a bag of M5 4.25 90s. So that's the same as the straights that we just looked at. The straight nipples and the 90s. And these are 90s 6.5 or M5 6.4s, which is right there, M564, and it says an M564 straight. But you know what it's not telling us is what that one is supposed to be. That one in the top of the block. So what is the solution? Right here you're looking at it. Bottom of the tank going over to here. And that hard line going to the bottom, which is what we got. This top line coming over to the tank. This line coming over to the tank. So what do we do here? Should I put a... Do you think maybe that's a wrong fitting I put on there? Maybe it gets one of these M564s, like what's on here. It could be. I don't see any other way out of this. I don't see any other way out. But that is definitely a 4mm nipple. That thing almost fits over the threads. Okay, let's do it. Let's just change it out. So, something's got to be changed out. Unless I put a smaller one, straight one here. But it's calling for the 6/4 line, isn't it? Right. I don't. Yeah. 6/4 line. It's calling for the 6/4 line. It doesn't say anything here. This is kind of a... And then it's going over to the rams, the valve block tubing. It doesn't say anything. This is a parts list. Yeah, it's not showing us anything else on that. So I'm going to change it out and put that 6/4 in here. Otherwise, we're tool blocked. We're not doing nothing. So put that over there. Get one of the 6/490s out here. And oops, I need to put that back on. That one so we don't lose it. And then we got might as well do this while the line's off. Okay. I'm sorry guys if this is a little boring, but this is part of the build. I need something to hold this over here. Okay. It's gonna go like that. Ish. Like so. How's that looking? That'll work. Give that a tighten. Let's see. No kink. That's perfect. Right there. This is the way it's gotta be. I don't see any other way to do this. Give that. Oop. I kind of want to hold that up a little bit. Crank it down right there. Okay. All right. I don't know how good you can see all that in there, but I just squished blue glue all over everything. Back over there for a minute. Okay. So where does that leave us now? We got that hooked up right there. Okay. We got lines ready to go to the hydraulic tank right here. So that's all good shape. And we're coming over to step 51. 51, we've already done this. This is just the fan installation. And I think I might have not showed you on the video. I'm not sure, I can't remember, but it's just this piece here. Installed the two fans, add the rails, done on that. Nothing serious there. 53. Now we're going to install is that the hydraulic tank? That's not the hydraulic tank, is it? I guess it is. Yeah. Yeah. No. That's not the hydraulic tank. This one is the hydraulic tank. Oh, this is on the other side over there. This is confusing. So 53 M25s. 14 M25. What? 14 M25s. M25s, 4 of them. M25s, 4 more for that one. That's 8. Where do we need 14? Oh, God. Okay. Well, we know that takes 4, and I know that one takes 4. Because that's got 4 mounting legs right there. So, and then the hydraulic tank, whatever I did with that. Oh, that is it. Oh, the other thing is over there, okay. But we're working on hydraulic, so how do we want to attempt this? Those are the M64s. These might be kind of a... I'm going to get these off before we install this. Those up there. So this is going to sit in here just like this. Just like so. And then we got to wiggle these lines down there and get them hooked up. So first, we will get this thing flipped on its back or side. Maybe just right here on its side. And M25s. M25s. I guess I put them back. M26. M25s right here. These are socket head screws, and that is correct. So we need 4 of those. To start with, set them right here close. And the small wrench, 1.5 millimeter. Probably ought to put blue glue on those. That's a small hole to get those lines on, but I think we can probably manage it. Or maybe I should, should I, just for the ease, just I think we can probably manage it. I'm not sure. I'm kind of wondering now. This comes up a little higher like that. right there. I almost wish I would have started from this end and went that way. Oh, that's the pump bolts. Okay, are we gonna be able to get those in there? It's gotta come down. I'm sorry this is taking so long, guys, but you gotta figure this stuff out. And that thing's getting heavy. Let's see. Oh, I don't need that. I need this other page here. So that long one goes to the side opposite the ladder. Yeah, I'm kind of wishing we would have started from this end. That's going to rub on the pump motor. We don't really want that. There's not really enough. Is there enough room for a 6mm hose through here to go under the pump? Not really. It's kind of tight. I'm kind of seeing some issues here with lines. Because that won't. Yeah, that's going to have to be longer, I think. Because that's not going to go down and then back to that nipple. There's no way in hell. That one goes to the ladder side. I don't think that's going to happen. And then set down in there. Maybe. If that bracket had a hole in it, it would be perfect. I could maybe squeeze it down through there. You guys are probably laughing at me right now. Like, what the hell is he doing? He's got it all screwed up. You probably do. There. Okay, now that one is the one that goes to the ladder side. Okay. This one. Boy, they should have had a hole through here. That would have made a nice difference. This one, there's no room for two of those in that little space. I really don't like that because it's kind of pinched. Right there. I don't really like that. I don't want it pinched. Okay. think what I'm going to do is I'm going to work from the other direction. Because this is not thrilling me too much here. Because those nipples are just below this floor. So that means it's got to go down and then over like that. We're going to get there. Might take us a minute, but we'll get there. In fact, I had a guy sent me a comment tonight about, hey, your videos are too short. I just get into it and it's over. I'm like, okay. Well, typically, I've never heard anybody complain of a video too short. Okay. Let's take that off. There's that. There was right here. And it goes under here. What did I do with the nipple? Oh, it's on there. We're going to work backwards, that's right, okay. So from the cooler goes to this, the cooler one, oil cooler, goes to this one, the one towards the inside, and the pump goes to the one to the outside of the tractor. This stuff is really stiff. I don't like this stuff. Inside. I don't know if I can get that on there. It is really stiff stuff. It's heavy duty. Yeah, I would have never got this line on underneath there. Yeah, okay. It keeps kind of... I could heat that up a little bit, but I've tried heating this line up before and it always ends up in turmoil. So I try not to do it. Okay. Okay, now let's confirm I'm on the right one. The ladder side is the pump one. Okay. This one is the oil cooler. All right. So that one, this line actually here will probably make it to the oil cooler. So let's find the little I don't know where that little jam nut went. It's not on there. It's not there. It's not laying in here. Okay. I need a... Apparently... I don't know what happened to it. Oh, it's right here. There it is right here. Okay. So this line should... Let's size it up. Yeah, this line's a little bit more pliable than the one that came in the kit, for sure. See how I'm got a dilemma here? And I don't want that line to rub on the pump motor. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Routing. Especially with that line. That goddamn gauge is starting to piss me off a little bit. Okay. You know what? How is that gonna work? You know what, guys? I think I'm gonna take a break and get a fresh brain on this tomorrow. See if we can't figure out a routing system here. I don't know if it'll go through there or not. I tried to fit that through there a while ago, I think, and it didn't want to go. Right through here. And then swoop up. It'll squish the hose, but probably not too bad. I might just do that for that one going to the cooler anyway. This one here, and being a more flexible line, we'll probably be able to get this. But this one here, I don't know. Anyway, I think I'm going to call her a night. Let it rest. Let me rest. And get back to this. There it is. I found another nut on the floor there. Okay. And thanks for watching, guys. I hope this wasn't too awful boring. There's a lot of figuring here. It's coming down to, you know, hydraulics. It's a head scratcher right now. So anyhow, hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and give me some comments, any ideas you might have or anything like that. We will get back to you on part 9 of the build. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.